What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
And we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family without further ado. Let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
One of the viewers of our last video that we did asking what type of racism do we experience or have we experienced in Spain? Have we come across any of it personally? And then what is our experience been with law enforcement? So we'll try to hit all of those. I would say before we dive into this topic, if you are not black, just listen and with the open mind. So I know what.
Don't get defensive.
Yeah. And we say that because we know with topics like this, I guess sensitive topics, people are quick to say, you know, that doesn't exist or there is no racism. So instead of taking that, I guess the analogy I would say is.
But do you feel
if you
that these topics? Do you feel like these topics are sensitive now, or do you feel like these are like normal conversations that should have been normalized since forever?
I mean, for black people, right? It's conversations.
We the
that
sensitive
we need.
ones?
No. These are the conversations that we need, especially if we want to travel there. We want to know what to expect, what the experience is like. So
yeah, okay, 100%.
But sensitive. I mean, if it's not sensitive to us, it shouldn't be sensitive to someone else.
That's so weird.
We
at
are
the same
the topic.
Time.
We are the topic.
Why are you angry at? Okay.
Trying to learn about construction or something, and there was two people who have years of experience as construction, and you listen and then tell them that what they're saying is not real or it doesn't happen.
Right.
That would be kind of crazy. So I guess it's similar. Like we have lived experience being black, and we're
Everywhere we go, every day.
Yeah, every day. So we're gonna speak to that. And if you're not black, I invite you to listen and learn something, or maybe it'll change your perspective, maybe it won't. All right, the first one we want to address is there racism in Spain, or what type of racism there is in Spain? And I think with that, the only thing as two black Americans, we only can compare it to our experience in the States.
What we know.
What we know. Do you want to start on that? Or you want
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
From what we've lived and experienced in America to here, it's just a different brand. That doesn't mean that one is worse than the other to me. I mean, if something is wrong, it's wrong. At the same time, I think Europe in general, from my experience, because I've been to Italy, I've been obviously to Spain, the UK, even though they're separate right now. It's just more passive aggressive in their approach to people that don't look like them. You know, if you're different, they still might look at you a certain way or think of you in a different light, but it's not as stern or, I would say, overtly focused into making you feel uncomfortable. I think from what I've experienced so far, even in general at least, it's been more so, we'd rather not have you around, you know? And to me, I think it's funny compared to like, in America, you see certain imagery or flags or certain posters up in a neighborhood and you know 100% I should not be here because whoever lives here, whoever commutes here, whoever congregates here does not like me.
Yeah. The type of racism, and the racism is like a prejudice.
So speaking on that, I feel like that's a type of racism we could handle.
Yeah.
that don't phase.
It's no surprises.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it, with the flags or symbolisms in the yards and signs of that. I don't feel like it's not that it's a sign to say, hey, you're not welcome here. For one, I know they don't want me nowhere in their grass. But it's not a sign to say you're not welcome here down the street in this neighborhood or whatnot. You still can handle your business and do what it is you got to do. Now, sometimes they will address you. Sometimes they will do the policing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they want to be the police in that situation without a badge, without any, certifications or experience. And they will, overhype a situation or over analyze a situation to where they are just going off of stereotypes and judgment.
Yeah, and don't let it be that you live in the same neighborhood as them, baby.
Foolish.
Because they going to feel like they doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Because how can you live in my neighborhood? But
when somebody has prejudice
yeah.
against a person just because of the color of their skin. So, is there racism here? I'm sure there's. It just takes one person to feel that way, to say like, oh yeah, there's racism here.
And that one person, it doesn't live in a vacuum either. So
right.
Let's be real. Yeah.
So I don't want to paint like all Spanish people are racist.
I don't know.
There is a form of racism here. It's not like America where, like Will was saying, straight away, if you're not welcome in a certain area, it's more direct. Where here, I would say, it's more, I feel like a superiority, like maybe they are better because you're black, but as far as the law enforcement piece, I, again, came in expecting much more attention, just because I'm aware I look different. There are many people here that look like us, but I have never been harassed by the police, where in America I can't say the same thing. That's happened to me in America. Here I would say my first interaction with law enforcement was actually when I was riding my bike. No, I was actually riding to pick up one of our friends, Myrie. And I was texting on my phone, and the police pulled me over, and I was like, oh man, here we go. And we had a language barrier. They spoke English, and they just told me you're not supposed to be on your phone while you're on the bike.
Texting on the bike.
And they let me go without giving me a ticket.
Wow.
It was not like I felt threatened for my life, whereas like there's been instances, where in America I've been pulled over for no reason, asked if I had weapons in my car, these type of things. So it's just different.
So the thing about officers in America, they gaslight the situation so bad. They will pull you over and then prepare you to answer all the questions to hang yourself. Basically saying, do you know why I pulled you over?
No, I don't.
Do you know how fast you was going?
I'm just speed limit.
Did you see me when you was riding the car?
I did not.
What do you mean did I see you? I'm driving, trying to get to where I'm focused on the traffic. I can't focus on if there's an officer, because we don't want to look around thinking that we're the person that needs to be, detained because of whatever reason that's happening in the environment. Like, we want to focus on what we're doing and just get where we got to go in a proper manner. But officers will pull us over and they'll gaslight the whole situation, and they will wait for you to kind of lie on the situation just to hype it up after that. And it's weird. It's wild. It's weird.
It is. It's to the point where for me personally, even if I'm not doing anything wrong, my heart drops, because I know one mistake, it can just go.
Yeah, because of the present history.
Yeah, but it's good that they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's against the law. He was told it's against the law, and they let him go on by his way.
Right is right, wrong is wrong. Yeah, but I love the fact that they told him, hey, here's the warning. Make sure you guys don't do that again. And I feel like that's the right way to go about it, unless they're really being just mad rude and saying whatever to you. I'm trying to hit a friend up real quick. Yeah.
Experience on that point in terms of police, like what's been your experience with police here?
I've had run-ins with cops.
These ads.
Legitimately, looking for people in Girona because of, there was an instance in one of the Ramblas, there was a shoplifter. And obviously, if the shoplifter is brown skin, there ain't a lot of them in Girona at the time. So I'm walking down the block and they stopped me. And I just came from Tramontana, actually. So I was like, well, I know Tramontana got cameras, so if you really want to go that deep, we could.
It's a coffee shop here, local coffee shop.
I know how to prove where I just was. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I get it. You came across the first brown person you seen, you're like, hey, where was you? I understand that.
Right.
But then once that was cleared up, it was like, all right, go about your
Get
day.
out of here. My experience here as a black man has been great.
Yeah.
You know,
It's good to hear.
so I don't want people to think just because we're talking about this, like we're judging
Yeah.
Spaniards or Catalans. No, we're not. But it's definitely not like the States, which is all we have to compare our experience to.
Yeah, it's definitely better.
Yeah.
Like 100% in all aspects of life, it's definitely better. And at the same time,
You say
like,
pause?
it's
I
just
said,
a
well.
reality. You know? You can't ignore all aspects of reality just because things are better. That's
Right.
all. That's all we're saying.
Yeah.
At the same time, our experience is not going to match up to everyone else's experience too. There's going to be plenty of people that could be darker than me or lighter than me that will have no issues or all the issues.
I hope you guys got something from this video. Again, this is meant to be like an interactive type of format. This was a question that we got from one of the viewers. So if you want to know something specifically, leave a comment on this video and we'll get to it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna stop right there. Make sure you guys check the channel out. So yeah, as they said, it was an experience, but it's not to paint anybody in a bad light, to say that they are truly dealing with that level of racism like that, which is good to know.
Right, it is good to know. It don't seem like they didn't really say anything that's bad, and that's a good thing.
Yep.
Because these are two black men who have separate experiences, right?
Yeah.
And for them to say that they've had a great experience, that gives me, who is a black woman, a better chance.
Right, and if anything, let's get the cops in order, because if the cops are letting people off a warning and being cordial and hey,
nice?
in some locations they have signs on the back of their cop cars and say, hey, please follow, and then we can talk about the situation. Then let you know about, like, that's cool. That means that I'm gonna be okay.
Right, exactly.
That means there won't be no false alarms.
Exactly.
None of that.
Child, he got off the hook when he fit the description, but he had an alibi.
Oh
that
no,
it wasn't him.
9 times out of 10, you would have been detained. You would have been questioned to the T.
In the lineup.
Or you'd have been held until somebody was found.
In the lineup.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Hey.
All right, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.